Hi everyone, thanks for being here. I started this Instagram page because I feel called to share at a greater level what I do in terms of my mental health practice and my more newly developing quantum health practice. And I feel called to share that with a broader audience. So here we are. I am an occupational therapist by trade. I've been an OT for 14 years and I've been working in mental health for over 10 years. But I think starting with what is occupational therapy can be important to define my profession. And when you go to OT school, they teach you that you need an elevator definition because people will constantly be asking you what you do. So if you don't know what OTs do, it's totally not your fault. It's a tragically misnamed profession. If we were called functional therapists, that would make so much sense. But because it's occupation, people automatically assume that we have to do with jobs, which is part of what OTs do. But it's not the totality of it by any stretch, because we define occupation as anything you do. So this is looking at an individual holistically across all the aspects of their lives. We are holistic healthcare practitioners on any healthcare team, really looking in a broad way at the big picture. And OTs help people do what they want to do and what they need to do. And so we work in many, many different areas. I work in mental health, like I said. People work in pediatrics, helping children with disabilities. You can work in geriatrics. You can work in auto insurance. Generally, we come in on the scene when there's been something like a diagnosis or a disability that's been identified and a loss of functioning. And so we help people get back to doing what they want to do and what they need to do. So one of the things I love about being OT is that it's so broad that you can really make it your own, and it is a helping profession. We are champions of client-centered care. And what that means is it really puts the individual and their goals at the center of what we do. So it's not about what we think or the direction we think they should go. It's all about what they want, what the client wants. And so I really enjoy working in mental health. I enjoy the challenge of it. I enjoy the gray area. I work with a population of mainly people with schizophrenia, bipolar, complex PTSD, very serious diagnoses. And a lot of times people say oh, that sounds really intense. It's actually really beautiful. There are some sad stories, and I definitely have solid self-care practices of my own so that I don't take on some of those stories. But there's also a lot of beauty and a lot of progress, although how we may define progress might be a lot more incremental and require a lot more patience than maybe the average person might think. So in mental health, we really emphasize the positive to start and really look at leisure pursuits and things that are meaningful to that person in order to support them in their growth. So that's a little bit about OT in general. And my next video, I'm going to talk about my unique skill set, where I started, why I developed into what I've developed, and where I'm going. So thank you for being here with me. Have a beautiful day.